Hello and welcome back to another video on the rest of the way and to another edition of Smackdown Out of 10. And yeah, it's a big show today. We're getting closer and closer to Royal Rumble. The road to WrestleMania is instantly beginning. We've got Roman Reigns on this show, so yeah, it's guaranteed to be a big one. And yeah, we did kick off a recap of the Bloodline stuff from last week, and we saw them walk into the arena. They were all enjoying themselves, except for Roman Reigns, who ignored a fist pump from Sami Zayn and gave him an angry stare. It's coming. But anyway, we started the show properly off with Drew McIntyre and Sheamus versus the Viking Raiders. Sheamus was in control early off. The Vikings took out Drew. Sheamus and him beats the bell before IUR took him out. Drew was tagged back in and got some big suplexes and a Michinoku driver for a near fall. Sheamus got white noise and Eric before getting a suplex on Ivar. Drew got the future shot DDT before Sheamus picked up the win off on a brogue kick on Ivar. And yeah, this gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Kind of in some respects, I get what they're doing. Drew and Sheamus winning, advancing makes sense. They're like two big single stars teaming up and should form a tag team. But Viking Raiders, I mean, like, come on, they just returned. Valhalla, I mean, like, how many rematches are they going to have? And we're still not doing anything with them. Couldn't overall beat Drew and Sheamus to beat a different opponent. You know what I mean? 6 out of 10. But anyway, backstage, Sami Zayn asked Roman what was up, and the latter confronted him about the way he looked last week when the Usos came out during the match. Sami said he was shocked because they showed up and felt betrayed because he was supposed to take KO out himself. Reigns kicked him out of the locker room off, saying he didn't feel the need to run everything by the honorary use. And yeah, this is beginning of the end now. It's heartbreaking stuff to witness. But yeah, we got more events later on, so I'll touch on it then. LA Knight was out next and said he was going to turn Bray Wyatt's lights off at the Royal Rumble before heading into his match. It was a squash match. He was in control. Wyatt seemed to mess with the lights, and the title trying to Joe's managed to get some big moves off a distraction. LA got a big lariat and a snapmare driver for the getting no easy win. 6 out of 10. Kind of squash match stuff here against Greg Jones. I thought that was really a 1%, and that's Greg James, isn't it? But there we go. Easy win for LA Knight. And yeah, continuing the story with Bray Wyatt and all the spooky stuff with Uncle Howdy as well. I think it's going to lead up to a big crescendo at the Royal Rumble. We heard the Firefly Fun intro after the match and saw characters from the show Art One before Bray Wyatt was seen. He said he couldn't wait to have fun with his friends once again, and Rambling Rabbit compared Wyatt to the Miz. Interesting comparison. They talked about being scared of dancing before Uncle Howdy showed up and said that they only need a little push. Wyatt said that once he opens the door, whatever comes out was his problem before telling Knight he'd see him at the Rumble. And yeah, spooky promo from Wyatt. I think we all know where it's leading. And yeah, I mean, the match at the Royal Rumble is going to be interesting. And yeah, the Uncle Howdy stuff, my intrigue is growing week on week. As long as will the Firefly House making a return as well. Yeah, it's an interesting time for Bray Wyatt, that's fair to say. Roy then took on Ross Osiris. Carrillo ended on this, kicked off the match and tagged him made Wrath. Ashanti came back and hit a 540 roundhouse kick on Carrillo before dodging a lariat. Osiris got dropped, followed by a tandem dive before distraction from beef allowed Ashanti to get scoreboard pin on Humberto for the win. And yes, gets a 5 out of 10 from me. Good win for Hit Row. They came from the momentum going. But like I said plenty of time, I'm just not hugely feeling as a team at the moment. Ross Osiris is so talented. Yeah, I kind of like to see them get the win here. But there we go. Hit Row, their train keeps on rolling, and I guess we'll have to see where it goes. 5 out of 10 for me though. Charlotte Flair was out next and called Sonya involved. Flair praised Sonya and called her a star before calling her arrogant and entitled. She asked Sonya to go to the Rumble as she wanted a title shot. Sonya wanted a title match right there and then, but attacked Flair and took her down before heading off. So yeah, it seems like maybe this is the program now. I wonder if we'll get a match at Royal Rumble. I thought Rousey will return, but maybe she'll return to cost this match or whatever. We'll see where it goes. But anyway, Roman was backstage and Paul Heyman told him that he never liked Sami Zayn. However, he said that it would be best to have him on his side now as we head for the KO match at the Royal Rumble, and then after, who knows. But anyway, it's time for Braun and Brutes v Imperium. Next, Vinci and Holland kicked off the match and Imperium were completely in control. After a break, both Imperium members were dropped before Butch hit a big dive. Imperium sent Ridge into steel sets outside before Kaiser got a big play. Vinci hit a brainbuster before getting an Imperium bomb on Ridge and picking up the win. And yeah, it gets 6 out of 10 from me. The one thing I would say here, it was a really good match, because all 4 of these are great, is that, you know, Imperium 6 months ago, this was like a proper feud, wasn't it, with Sheamus and all that. But now, yeah, you kind of know that Imperium are going to win. I don't know if it speaks more about how good they've been or Butch and Ridge, you know, kind of going off the ball in terms of their like popularity with Triple H, etc. has gone. But yeah, that's one thing I'll point out. But except for that, it's a decent match. Still what it needs to do. Imperium keep the hype train rolling. 6 out of 10. Next up on SmackDown, Shayna Baszler was backstage and said that she was going to win Royal Rumble by breaking a bunch of arms. Karrion Kross and Scarlett were in a vignette and said Rey Mysterio's time was coming to an end next week when they face off before Max and male models took on Legado del Fantasma. Wild and Mansoor kicked off the match, and Wild was sent outside early on before Mansoor hit a big dive. But Torre tried to interfere, but Mace and Mansoor sent him outside, as well as posing instead of hitting the dive. Mace came in with a big kick, but was sent into the corner when he took down his own tag partner by accident. Mansoor was down, and Legado hit him with an Enziguri side Russian leg sweep combo to pick up the win. MJ gets 6 out of 10 from me. In fact, no, I'm going to go with 5 out of 10, just because I feel like these teams could be doing a bit more at the moment, especially Legado. I mean, like Max and Main Models, I kind of feel like they've had their day since LA Knight left them. But Legado, they're so great with San Escobar, put them into a proper decent feud, like you did with Imperium when they came up. But there we go, that's the only complaint. Good one for them, 5 out of 10 though. Backstage, Roman Reigns said he was angry earlier and told Tammy that he was not just a perfectionist like him. Roman kind of apologised and said he wants to get the night over and head home with his crew. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going as far as apologising last time. You know, it feels like it's edging ever closer. And yeah, we're going to get at some point soon with Elimination Chamber coming up and the rumours, if they believe. But anyway, Roman and the Bloodline are out next to the contract signing, but Owens attacked them and hit Stunner on Reigns. Oyo took the Usos and Skull out with super kicks at ringside before hitting Reigns with a powerbomb through the table. Owens then took the contract from Paul Heyman and signed up before Sami Zayn showed up on the apron. KO fled to the crowd as the Usos, and so they got Roman back up and SmackDown went off the air. Brilliant ending to SmackDown. KO looked like a beast. The Bloodline viewing, bad night for Roman Reigns, all the Sami stuff. Where's it going to go? Great ending. And overall, SmackDown this week gets 6 out of 10 from me. Yeah, I'd say it's a fun episode of SmackDown. The ending was really great. Got me so hyped for the KO Roman match. The rest of the show, I'm not too sure about. Yeah, I don't think it's the best episode of SmackDown we've seen recently, but that's not a start really, because SmackDown's been a really good show this week, but not one of its best, but not one of its worst, I wouldn't say. But anyway guys, that's it really. Thanks very much for watching. To like, share, subscribe, please what's going on and follow the channel for daily wrestling news and subscribe to the channel, I greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.